Hello, friends. We discussed 3.4 frequently asked questions on the soul basics. 1. Where does the soul reside in the body? The scriptures explain the soul resides within the region of our heart. The tiny soul is floating in five kinds of air called pran, apan, vayan, saman, and udan. It is situated within the heart. When the soul is purified from material contamination, its sparkling spiritual influence is exhibited. Mundak Upanishad 3.1.9. The spirit soul does not reside between the eyebrows, Ajna chakra, or at the top of the head, Shastra chakra. Meditation on these subtle energy centers within our body is not purely spiritual. These chakras deal with material willpower, peace, or physical, emotional healing. The word soul sometimes is used to indicate the body or the mind. For example, a famous series of books like the Chicken Soup for the Teenager's Soul, Doctor's Soul, Poor Soul, Hardworking Soul, etc. refers to the soul as the outer gross body. People also relate to their partners as soulmates when they seek emotional compatibility. However, in current context, the soul implies our innermost essence, the Satchit Anand spiritual body, eternal, conscious, and blissful. As the sun spreads lights from a fixed place, the soul spreads awareness throughout the body from the heart's region. Second question: what happens to the souls during a heart transplant? The spiritual soul remains untouched in a heart transplant operation. It is only the gross heart organ that changes. The soul is not a solid object in the heart like a SIM card or in a mobile phone. It is the electric current that runs the gadget. Although the soul exists in the heart region, it remains in the sacred spiritual space. Therefore, the soul is not removed when we exchange or transfer the heart. We can also compare our body to a car and the radiator in the heart. When a mechanic removes the radiator, the driver is not directly affected. Similarly, the driver's soul is not affected by the heart organ transplant operation. Only if the soul leaves the body during the surgery, the person dies. The next question is, what exactly happens at the time of death? At the time of death, the soul and the subtle body leave the gross body forever. At the final hours, we see a movie of our entire life flashing in our minds. The cumulative thoughts and feelings carry us to a similar environment in our next life by the law of attraction. Our vibration attracts our reality. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits the body, a son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. Bhagavad Gita 8.6. Now, Bhagavad Gita 15.8. As the air is indistinguishable from the aroma it carries, the soul is intimately involved in the subtle body's desires. We may chase a thief who steals our cherished valuables. Similarly, due to intense attachment to our mind's craving, the soul follows the subtle body into the next physical body. Next question: what is the size of the soul? The tiny soul is estimated to be about 1 by 1/10,000 tip of a hair. When the upper part of the hair is divided into 100 parts, and again each such part is further divided into 100 parts, such part is the measurement of the spiritual soul. Shvetanishad Upanishad 5.9. We cannot see the soul due to its microscopic size. Even the scientists develop instruments to explore such minute scales. They still cannot experience the spiritual atomic soul because they are material. We need a spiritual vision to see the soul. Do animals have souls? Humans and animals have the same living symptoms. They both eat, sleep, mate, and defend. How can we claim that humans have a soul and animals do not? From a tiny amoeba to a gigantic blue whale, every species has a soul within. Life is not possible without a spiritual soul. The body is only the external covering. For example, to raise test tube babies outside the womb, scientists start with living cells. For grafting plants or cloning animals, we start beginning with living parts. We cannot directly create life directly from dead matter. We can only mix the material ingredients to house the soul or live in a body. Next question: are ghosts real? A ghost is a soul covered by a subtle body, but with no gross body. Therefore, we cannot see them with our naked eyes. When a person untimely destroys his gross body, like in suicide, he remains without the external body for some time. Violent deaths and certain crimes, accidents, or excessive substance abuse could also lead to the souls getting ghostly bodies. They have many unfulfilled desires in the subtle body, but no physical form to enjoy. After their term is over, these ghostly beings accept another body. Question: where do the extra souls in a population explosion come from? The total number of souls is infinite. Even a single cup of yogurt contains millions of souls, each engaged in a tiny bacteria body. If a billion souls in this lower species die and a billion human beings are born, is it a surprise to have a population explosion? If all 10th graders fail and every 9th grader passes to the next level in the school, what happens to the 10th grade? There will be a population explosion. Similarly, if souls in human form of life fail to go higher, while souls trapped in animal bodies naturally progress to human condition, there is a human population explosion. Next question: why does the same soul in a plant, animal, or human body have different consciousness? A soul symptoms are consciousness, awareness, thoughts, feelings, intentions, and free will. Just as a person travels at different speeds on a bicycle, a car, or a plane, similarly, a soul's consciousness is expanded or reduced in the body it inhabits. For example, plants only have the awareness to grow upwards or to sunlight, search below for water, and a little sensation for pleasure pain. Animal consciousness is also limited on the urges of eating, sleeping, mating, intercepted with few basic emotions. The human form has a highly developed nervous system and a large brain to facilitate great awareness. We can pursue refined emotions, art, poetry, philosophy, scientific progress, and ultimately savor of the divine pleasures of bhakti rasa or spiritual bliss. How can we see the soul? The spiritual soul is not visible to our naked eye. To see the soul, we must follow the scientific process of theory, procedure, and observations. Just as flowers have fragrance within them, till, sesame seeds have oil, wood holds fire within it, milk contains ghee, and sugarcane possesses jaggery. Similarly, the living body has a soul within it. An intelligent spiritualist who follows the correct procedure can observe these hidden truths. Chanakya Niti. Igniting fire from wood and extracting oil from seeds need different processes. We use a telescope to observe gigantic planets in space and microscopes to study tiny cells in a biology lab. Every science has its unique tools. Similarly, to watch the spiritual soul, we need to use spiritual science tools and techniques. As proof for the soul, people often cite the cracking of the glass chamber experiment where an old man inside it dies. If a ray of light can pass through the transparent glass, the spiritual soul can easily pass through it. These mechanical ideas are not foolproof or scientific methods for seeing the soul. The easiest and fastest process recommended for soul realization in this modern age is mantra meditation. Just as the sparking rays precede a magnificent sunrise, spiritual qualities like purity, love, compassion, service attitude, and humility flood the heart as soul realization draws on us. Next question. How does this process of mantra meditation works? The spiritual, especially the Kali Santra Upanishad, recommend chanting following mantras as the quickest way to awaken the soul in this age. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. As we observe and we welcome the holy names of God with great eagerness into our hearts, all unwanted desires within us are cleansed. These beautiful spiritual sounds awaken our spiritual souls by blessing our hearts with an ocean of unlimited spiritual bliss. When we are in deep slumber, our senses are fast asleep. Just as we use an alarm bell to awaken us, the nectarian touch of the sacred chants rings as spiritual alarms to awaken the spiritual soul on this spiritual journey of self-discovery. Friends, here we summarize the entire chapter. First, we discuss the soul lives in the region of the heart from where it spreads consciousness. Second, during a heart transplant, the soul is unaffected, like a driver is unchanged when the car's radiator is changed. Third, at the time of death, the soul and the subtle body leaves the gross body for their next destination. Fourth, the size of soul is 1 by 10,000 tip of the hair. The soul cannot be seen physically, even with the best instruments, because it is entirely spiritual. 5, every field has unique tools. We can eat with the cricket bat or play baseball with a spoon. Spiritual science, we can't do that, right? Spiritual science also has its own set of spiritual tools like chanting the holy names and meditation. 6, science follows procedures before we make observations. These are meant to get oil from seeds or ghee from milk. Similarly, we pursue the spiritual process of mantra meditation to see and experience in the soul. The spiritual sound of Hare Krishna enters through the ears, reaches our hearts, and awakens the spiritual soul to its original glory.